Hello, Holy Ones. Hello, hello. So I'm going to share my notes with you from your beautiful attuning session space that we held together. This was an incredibly beautiful space, and I'm honored to share it with you. So immediately upon connecting with you, I could see you standing in your human form, and energy waves began running from right to left through the body at every part of the form, from the head to the feet. So these were waves that were running vertically across the body. And then as they moved across the body, then the form went down into itself, like, for lack of a better word, like into a puddle. So it was like you melted into a puddle, a liquid. And then that liquid began to vibrate, and it began to move in a wave. And the wave was horizontal, and the wave was different. And then that wave that was vibrating you in that form of yourself began to rise up in vibration, in wave, and then you became form, into your human form again. But you looked a little bit different. Still, I could understand it was you, but your arms were raised up higher. Your back was straighter. Your spine was stronger. Your feet were planted deeper. It was really beautiful. So I think I received a visual of a quantum shift of you. And this is available to every single person connecting in with this attuning space, whether they were able to do so at the time that it was given, or whether you're hearing these notes and going, I wished I would have. So go back and do it. It's the quantum field. You can absolutely 100%. And somebody here might be saying, I want to connect with that deeper. I want to go in and see if I can see that. So then do it. Listen to the music link that I provided you and go in. Lay down, close your eyes. It's always better to lay down if you can. Absolutely, you can sit, but laying down, let your body move. If it needs to jolt and twitch and do all of its things. But go back in if you want, or connect for the first time if you've never been there yet. There's no wrong way to do this. So then it was as we were going back through time very quickly, very, very fast. And we were going back through memories, so I could see various spaces of each of you very, very fast. And we were going through these memories and we were resetting them. So this was like higher dimensional shadow work on the most optimal level, if you will. You understood yourself as wholeness, as divinity, as the sacred divine, and you were just resetting the spaces. There was no more trying to figure them out or understand where they were. You were beyond that. You didn't need that anymore. You were in a space of yourself where you had gone so far over into the understanding of yourself as divinity within form, as eternal consciousness, as eons old. You just reset them all. So if you would like to accept that and intend to live from that vibration, it's completely available to you. There were huge jolts in the solar plexus and in the whole body. I've talked about this before in the New Human class on my Patreon channel just the other day, yesterday, but this was happening in the session space the day before, because I actually did this session the day before the New Human. I could see people leaving your life, people that just don't align with you. They maybe were close to you at one time, but they began to maybe stay where they were at as you woke up, and they are going to be less and less present in your life. I could see people leaving. I also saw people coming in, brand new people, people that you may have even known but not that well, but then it expanded into this really beautiful relationship. And I saw people that are in your life becoming closer with you at the understanding of that you function at. So some were waking up with you. You are in a new now. You are in a new now. Carnelian. So carnelian is a crystal. It's beautiful. It's very grounding. It's very soothing. I love carnelian. I worked with carnelian for years. I love to wear carnelian on the neck, like, as a necklace. I love wearing carnelian, like placing it in my pocket, because that really feels like I'm connecting the throat all the way into the root. When I wear one in my pocket and then I wear a necklace, you do with it what you will, but carnelian would be beneficial for you to work with. If you don't have the ability to buy carnelian and have it in physical form, you can absolutely 100% work with the vibration of carnelian. It's available to every one of us at all times. All you have to do is intend it, think it, imagine it. I connect with the vibration of carnelian. Carnelian, I think it's like Carnelian, for anyone who may be wondering. But working with carnelian would be really beneficial for you right now. And again, even just connecting in with the vibration of carnelian. Wrap yourself in it, place it in your bed, in your imagination. See 2 beautiful carnelian spheres down by your feet while you go to sleep. You don't have to really place them there, but in physicality, but you can absolutely 100% connect with the vibration of them, yes? Labradorite is the other one. So labradorite is another really powerful crystal. And I think it's Labadorite, or very close. Labradorite. That was another one that was coming in. That's very powerful in so many ways. You can look both of these up if you want on the internet, or buy a little crystal book or something like that. The crystals are powerful to work with. We I'm going to say should be working with them. I usually say could be, but should be. We really should be. Just like you should breathe every day. Yes? You should drink water every day. You should laugh every day. You should love every day. Even if you're loving yourself, or you're loving nature, or you're loving your animals, or whatever you're loving. All right, now, bees. I saw bees in the session space, lots of bees and beautiful, rich, fertile, abundant honeycombs. And they were dripping with honey. They were so fertile and bountiful. That would be a good word. Abundant honeycombs. And I heard nectar of life. So the nectar of life is flowing greater for you. The nectar of life is flowing greater for many. And remind yourself of this. The world has been reminding humanity, sectors of the world, certain spaces or pockets of humanity have been reminding and programming humanity for a very, very long time about everything that's wrong. Every single day they tell you everything that's wrong. You need to choose to tell yourself everything that's right. And if possible, you need to stop listening to all of the spaces that are telling you everything that's wrong, because they are not doing it to benefit you. They're doing it to keep you in a space where you feel fearful, separated, you get upset with others, there's divisiveness. That's not what we're here to be, okay? You do what you want, absolutely 100%, but I stopped watching the news, and so I know a lot of the things that they said were very, very untrue, and it just made me think way back, what is that? I don't know, almost 8 years ago or something. It made me think, wow, they're lying. They're outwardly lying. What? So that was the first time I realized the media does not have your best interest at heart, and the media is lying. I'm coming from someone who was on the inside of a space they were lying about. Then we had a lot of lies happen in Canada. That was another really big one, eye-opening, when we had the truckers that went and protested very peacefully, and they started spreading these horrific lies. I actually had several clients that were there sending me live footage, and it was blatant, the lies. So be mindful of what you're allowing your programming to come in from, because that's what TV is. Have you ever seen when it says, what channel do you want to watch? It's a channel. It's an open flow of programmed energy. Just like a channel speaks the energy of the space it is connecting with, the channel on the TV relays the energy. And it's called programming. They say, now back to your original program. Have you ever heard that when you're watching TV? When I was a kid, it would say that a lot. If they left the TV show to maybe the president came on or something else happened, they would say, now back to your original program. So we're being programmed all the time by whatever we're putting in here, right? Whatever we're looking at, listening to, thinking on. Just be curious. That's all I ask you to do. You don't have to believe what I believe. You don't have to think the way that I think, but I do ask you to be curious. And don't just take anybody's word for anything, not even mine. Dig deeper, ask your intuition. Step into your wholeness as you look at it all. So lastly, and I didn't intend to share that on here, but here you have it. Lastly, we have wolves and rainbows. So this was interesting. I could see wolves on the top of this beautiful mountain. They were white wolves and they were howling. There was one gray wolf with blue eyes. And I usually see wolves with the full moon, but this time I saw wolves and this beautiful rainbow. It was not an arc rainbow, it was a straight line rainbow on an angle. And it was just coming up out of the background across the skyline as the wolves were howling. So I leave this for you at your feet. You can connect in with this video as many times as you choose to. Go back into the session space as many times as you choose to. There's no wrong way to be you. And the more you do these spaces for yourself, the more you are saying, I love you to yourself. All right, holy ones, unending blessings upon you, divine ones. I love you. I love you. I love you.